This is the first part of a 4-part video series for electricians who are serious about growing their electrical business. This video expands on the overall concept behind Electrician's Business Machine. This concept was explained in the introduction video that you hopefully saw before you saw this first part of the video. So the first key element in electrical business, in no particular order, is this: time. It can work against you and you can try and fight it in your business and in your life. There are some negative aspects of time, but these can be dealt with, and I'll mention more on that in a moment. But time can also be your greatest gift. It can work for you if you set your business up to run that way. And you can get more time freedom back into your life if you choose to deal with it once and for all. When I started in 1988 in the car industry, I used to work 7 days a week. Now don't get me wrong, I don't regret that at all because I learnt my trade really well and I made my money at the same time. In my late teens and early 20s, that was fine. But the problem came in 2007 when I started my own electrical contracting company. I had everything to my advantage, or so I thought. I had 19 years experience, all the qualifications and all the accreditations, plus an honours degree in maths and computing. So with all this, I thought it would be a walk in the park to run my business. But the problem was, while I was building up that business, I was then back to working all the long hours again. I was scared to turn anything down. I'd say yes to everything so that I could build my name and reputation. But if you were to put a time limit on how long it should take to build up a business to the point where you get your evenings and weekends back, how long would you say? What in your mind would that number be? Now I'm guessing that I'm not the only one who took a lot longer than it should have done to master this point. I'm guessing that for some, this issue is still a problem. I won't bore anyone with the details, but the turning point for me was when a relationship ended. On reflection, I would say that the main reason for that was the fact that I was never there. And even when I was there, I was never fully present. I was thinking about what I had to do the next day, or what I had to do next to get enough money in to pay the next lot of bills. So what sort of things should you be thinking about in your business? How can you go from a negative state into a positive one? The best way to tackle this is to take one problem at a time and find a solution for that first. So here's just a small sample of suggestions that are discussed in detail in the Electrician's Business Machine. How long are your electrical jobs actually taking you to do? Are there any specific jobs that keep taking much longer than what you expect them to take? What can be done to reduce that time and ensure that that particular job is always going to take a consistent time each and every time in the future? What about your certificates? Do you spend ages writing them up on the afternoon? How about quotes? Are you still doing them manually? Or even using a templated Word or Excel document? How long do those take you? Are you spending loads of time on the phone when a new or existing customer calls? And how long does it take you to get back into the flow of your job after that? Do you lose your weekends due to invoicing, bank reconciliation, chasing up, and so on? What takes the most time for you to do? Are you tired of all the plate spinning between all of these jobs while trying to get that job finished and trying to have a social life too? How many times have you turned up late for a social event because you've had something in your business that you want to finish off? Do you think it's a sacrifice well worth it? Or do you wish these issues could be handled? Well, you can do that right away. Just think about the biggest time issue that you're having and tackle that one right away. Then do that for the next issue, then for the next, and so on. But don't worry, because all these problems that you think are hard to tackle are actually easy when you know how. That's the thing, when you know how. I can tell you that in my business, I've mastered these things because of my frustration of losing out in life. We only live once and that clock is ticking away. Over the last few years, I've made all of these changes in my own business. I also continue to look out for better ways too. But right now, all of my jobs are done there and then. every task. I have nothing to do on an evening. I have nothing to do on a weekend. In fact, my admin and job tasks are now so efficient that I can walk away from a quote and have that submitted, even for a rewire, in less than 5 minutes. I walk away from a job with the invoice, certificate, any requotes and any future booked in jobs all sorted at the time. I never have to sit on a laptop on an evening or weekend. It can all be done during the day. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Inside of Electrician's Business Machine I go super deep, and you've got templates in there too. It also uses this 7-step method to go through everything in the right order so that you save even more time. Now, how much is just 1 hour worth to you? How many hours do you think you might be able to free up if you were to do just 1 or 2 of the things that were mentioned already? Even if all you did was free up just 1 or 2 hours every week, what would you do with that extra time? But there's a lot more you still can do. And in the second video, I'm going to reveal the next aspect for you to consider. So watch out for that in your inbox tomorrow. You won't want to miss this one. I'm Simon Barker. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.